What's good, YouTube? It's your boy the Real Quinn Jr. and I'm back with another video on Naruto the Boruto Shinobi Striker. First off, I gotta say congratulations to Sally for winning the raffle for the Flying Rising Kunai. I'll be posted on the Instagram page, so y'all can go check that to see the randomizer happen. Links in the description. But yeah, thank y'all for supporting me so far that we've gotten to this channel, and hope y'all continue to support me as I continue to release videos. So today we're going to be continuing our clothing skill series breakdown, or Shinobi boost, whatever you want to call it. But if this is your first time here, hopefully I can gain your sub with the content. And if you've been here before and you haven't already, I'm going to need you to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and turn that bell notification so you can know whenever I post new videos. Got some crazy things coming up for this new year. But anyways, y'all already know how we do these videos, man. Let's go ahead and run this intro. Okay, so the clothing skill we're going to be talking about today, well actually we're going to be talking about two of them, because both of these clothing skills basically coincide with each other. So today's video is for the kunai spammers. The first one we're going to be talking about is all geared up, which the description is pretty simple. It boosts your ninja tool damage. And then the next one we're going to be talking about is going to be Armed and Dangerous, which reduces ninja tool cooldown time. So these ones are going to go well together because, especially if you're using certain ninja tools that take a long cooldown time, this can be useful. But basically I'm going to break down these clothing skills. I'm going to give y'all a few builds with them, and basically just give y'all a grade if it's actually worth putting on your CAC or if it's just kind of a waste of time. So I'm going to be explaining as I go through, but a simple way to keep up, if you're seeing me wearing that ugly 7-tail outfit, that means that I have the skill equipped. So you see right here I'm using the Crimson Star, and I decided to use like a little, not really a one-shot build, but a build that usually knocks off a decent amount of health. And you can see that, with it equipped, you get the health pretty low. And you're going to see the difference here. As far as the ninja tool itself, it might not be a drastic difference in how much health it takes away, but it has a slight difference that you can see, and that's how it is. So when we get the Earth Release bullet, it makes a decent difference with Earth Release. So when you don't have it equipped, it still takes 4. Either way, if you have it equipped or not, it's going to take about 4 Earth Release bullets to kill your opponent. But the health gets considerably lower whenever you're actually using the increased ninja tool damage thing. So you're going to see right here, by the time I hit them with the 3rd Earth Release bullet, it's gonna be at the point where they're kind of just one shot, one punch, and they're done, really, if you can get them right. So next we're gonna go over to the kunai spam. As far as when it goes to the kunai spam, pretty simple. So if you don't have it equipped, it's gonna take you about 20 kunai roughly to defeat your opponent. And note, I'm using an attack class for all these examples, so the health stays the same, because attack classes tend to have the lower amount of health out of the classes. When you actually have the ninja tool clothing skill equipped, you should be able to knock out your opponent within 17 kunai spams. So technically, in my opinion, if you're using this and you're just running normal kunai, I don't really feel like this clothing skill is really going to give you just too much value. I guess three less kunai can help you out, but personally I'd use something different instead of equipping this. So when we go over to the next one, we're just going to be using the Paper Bomb kunai. Now this is when it actually makes a considerable difference if you have this clothing skill equipped or not. So if you don't have it equipped, it's going to take you roughly about 7 Paper Bomb kunais if you're waiting for detonation to kill your opponent. And this is not saying that you're hitting them with combos and stuff. Whereas when you have it equipped, it's going to take you about 5. So the damage is considerably more. And it takes 2 less kunai to defeat your opponent. And I was really having fun with this in the pits and stuff like that, using the Paper Bomb kunai with the buff, because I was just I would just be able to hit somebody with the kunai and then just run off after, like didn't even really have to worry about touching these guys again. But the Paper Bomb kunai still isn't the ninja tool that this affects the most. We'll get to that a little bit later. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is the Poison Smoke Bomb. I decided to do stuff that have status effects also, just to see if it made a difference. As far as the Poison Smoke Bomb, maybe it had like a slight, maybe small difference, but I didn't really notice anything drastic to really have a need to equip this clothing skill if you're using smoke bombs. It's really not going to make a big difference, and you'd probably be better off using the clothing skill that allows you to make your status alignment stay on your opponents longer. Now, where this thing shines at is with the purple lightning, which makes a big difference. So, if you don't have the clothing skill equipped, purple lightning will kill your opponent within about 4 hits. But they'll be one shot by that time. If you have it equipped, you can kill your opponent within 3 hits. Now this may vary depending on the class that you have, but seeing how loaded this attack's health get right here, roughly about 3 hits is going to get it done. When we go to the paper bomb, it didn't make a unique, just extravagant difference really. You'd probably be better off using armed and dangerous with this to get your paper bombs back quicker, but it took 5 paper bombs with and without it equipped, so the damage boost wasn't really anything drastic. As far as when it came to armed and dangerous, it made a considerable difference with how long it took for the cooldown to reset. I decided to use the water release bullet because it's one of the ninja tools that has a longer cooldown, and roughly after doing it, it took off about 3 seconds. Now, one thing that I feel like could make this better is if it wasn't just 3 seconds and if they did it like a percentage. So like depending on what ninja tool you're doing, say it maybe reduces the cooldown by like maybe 30% or 40%. I feel like you'd get a lot more value out of this clothing skill compared to if it's just 3 seconds for every jutsu. But all around, this thing works best with the purple lightning, the paper bomb kunai, and and also, nah, that's pretty much it. I mean, any other thing you're running, I mean, the earth release bullet does damage on its own, but you could use the earth release bullet. And I actually had fun running a healer build. I ran a few builds, and I was running the Tsukuyomi with the cellular extraction, and then I'd hit my opponent with the earth release bullet, and you see I caught a few people with it. The thing is though, especially if you're running in the pits, this would be something that'd be cool to run if you're running it with some friends or something like that. But if you're in the pits, I mean, somebody's probably gonna knock the guy out of the Tsukuyomi when you hit him with it, and I mean, depending on how your aim is with the Tsukuyomi, you can miss it pretty easily. But all around, I mean, I had fun using the earth release bullet because surprisingly it doesn't really take that long to actually get the earth release bullet back. I also like using the Tsukuyomi with the 8 trigrams air palm. The way I would do this, I'd bait my opponent in. So I'd hit them with the air palm. Once their ninjutsu is sealed, they see that you're a healer, they're gonna, try to close the distance, try to just come hit you. If you hit them with the Tsukuyomi, you can knock them out of any state that they're in, and then you just throw the rock. But like I said, this doesn't really work best in situations when, you're in the pits or something like that. But, I was running in the pits, and I was able to place, in the top 3. Note, this is during not Ninja World League, this is during Ninja World Face-Off, so yeah, the sweaties were in here, so I just wasn't having the most success doing this, but it helped. The other builds I tried to run a few things with like defense and attack. They were alright, but I still gotta look around and maybe find something that better utilizes the ninja tool boost. Note, on all these builds that I'm running, I have both equipped. I have armed and dangerous equipped, and I have all geared up. So my ninja tool is doing increased damage, and it's also refreshing quicker. But all around, I mean, armed and dangerous, I feel as though maybe could help you out, but there's so many other clothing skill things that you can put on over this. Now, as far as with the all geared up, I mean, if you're running the paper bomb kunai and if you're an attack type and you really don't mind like getting rid of like lightning speed, then yes, I would suggest running this, especially if you're using paper bomb kunai or something like that. As far as with range builds, I mean, it might help with your sin bonds a little bit, but I mean, unless you're like running the earth release bullet or something to where it actually deals a decent amount of damage like purple lightning, you're probably gonna be better without this. But yep, hopefully you enjoyed the content. Sorry it took me so long, to add another video to this series, but I will be finished this and I will be going through all the clothing skills, But yeah, thank y'all for the support. If this is your first time here and you like the content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notifications so you can know whenever I post, and I will be doing another giveaway once I get to 500 subscribers. So hey, help me get there and I'll help you. But once again, thank y'all for tuning in, and yeah, comment in the comment section any videos you want to see or anything else that any counters you want to see, because you know I do counter videos also, and let me know if there's any clothing skill that you want me to do before another one, and I'll move it up the list for you. But thanks for tuning in, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. We up.